What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we bring you bad news. We are going to look at Alexa Bliss's sad reaction to Braun Strowman's WWE release, and the real reason why he was released. We are also going to look at a WWE's released stars interview where he revealed that Stephanie McMahon slapped him to ease her frustration and more. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more wrestling content. Among the major names released yesterday by WWE, Aleister Black was one of the most shocking. The reason for this was that he had just seemingly started his first feud since his return on SmackDown. The feud was going to be against Big E, and fans were excited to see where the angle was headed. During the Twitch stream following his WWE release, Aleister Black was asked by a fan what the plans were for him and Big E. The former NXT champion revealed that he only knew the feud between him and Big E was supposed to kick off on this week's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. "No, all I knew is that the plan was for me and Big E to go at it. That's it, that's all I knew. It was supposed to kick off this Friday, and here we are. That's as much as I know," said Aleister Black. Aleister Black was away from WWE TV for nearly 7 months before WWE started airing his return vignettes on SmackDown after WrestleMania 37. With a new character and look, Aleister Black immediately caught everyone's attention. After a series of cryptic backstage promos, he appeared on SmackDown 2 weeks ago. During the fatal four-way match for the Intercontinental Championship between Big E, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Apollo Crews, Aleister Black interfered. He took out Big E with his finisher, the Black Mass, costing him the match. Unfortunately, we never got to see these two have a proper rivalry and a match, something fans were very excited about. Former SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks has joined the list of stars to react to recent WWE releases that included some major names. As announced, WWE has released Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Ruby Riott, Murphy, Lana, and Santana Garrett from their contracts. Sasha Banks has now taken to Twitter to send a heartfelt message to Ruby Riott, a fellow former SmackDown superstar. Sasha Banks and Ruby Riott have faced each other on multiple occasions. Other WWE superstars have claimed how important Ruby Riott was to the women's locker room and praised her for being a great wrestler. Check out the tweet from Bailey. "Dory got all the dog moms roses on Mother's Day, sent me flowers when my grandma passed away, organized locker room birthday parties, sent a gift to Chelsea from all of us when she got hurt, made Jess a video to tell her we miss her, and is one of the greatest wrestlers out there." Sasha Banks last wrestled in the main event of Night 1 of WrestleMania 37, where she defended her SmackDown Women's Championship against the winner of the 2021 Women's Royal Rumble match, Bianca Belair. The EST of WWE was the one who came out on top, pinning Sasha Banks to win her first title in WWE. Sasha Banks has since been away from WWE TV, but the company is advertising her for the July 16th episode of Friday Night SmackDown, which will be their first show on their return tour with live fans. A series of high-profile WWE releases have absolutely rocked the wrestling world to its core, as announced by WWE. Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Lana, Buddy Murphy, Ruby Riott and Santana Garrett have been officially released from their WWE contracts. Reactions to the shocking WWE departures are coming in from all corners of the internet as Alexa Bliss posted her heartbreaking response to the latest developments. The Raw superstar released the following tweet while reacting to WWE's announcement. Braun Strowman's name on the list of releases has unsurprisingly managed to gather the most attention. The former Universal Champion was considered a Vince McMahon project, and his unforeseen WWE exit has stunned almost every WWE follower. Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss have crossed paths on WWE TV a few times before. They teamed up together during WWE's Mixed Match Challenge in 2018. Bliss also played a significant role in Strowman's extended program with Bray Wyatt on SmackDown last year. While Braun Strowman is yet to react to his WWE release, we do have more details on what acted as the catalyst to the company's decision to let him go. Aleister Black is another established talent whose name was least expected to feature when it came to the cuts. Black had recently introduced a new character on SmackDown, and things were certainly looking up for the Dutch superstar in the WWE. The former NXT champion issued a statement addressing his WWE release, and even he admitted to being surprised by the news. WWE has not confirmed any more releases as of this video production, but will keep you updated if anything comes up. We hope it doesn't. Former WWE commentator Tom Phillips says it was so much fun to join the list of people Stephanie McMahon has slapped on WWE television. The December 21, 2015 episode of Raw ended with Dean Ambrose defeating Sheamus in a steel cage match. Stephanie McMahon's villainous WWE character did not want Ambrose to win, so she took her frustration out on Phillips backstage after the match. Speaking on the Sports Media Podcast with Richard Deitch, Phillips was asked if he was ever involved in any physical altercations in WWE. The recently released announcer's moment with Stephanie McMahon immediately sprung to mind. "I never took a conventional bump in the ring, but there was one," Phillips recalled. "I think it was before Christmas in 2015. I think it was the Slammies, which was also coinciding with Raw, and Stephanie McMahon just slapped me, for lack of a better term, but yeah, knew about it and everything. It was so much fun." It seems weird, but Corey Graves, Phillips' fellow commentator, standing right off camera at the time and just staring at me like a big brother being like, "Yeah, this is gonna be fun. It's a rite of passage. It was great." WWE.com reported after the segment that Phillips was unable to attend WWE's next show, Super SmackDown Live, due to the injuries he suffered. The website also shared a picture of Phillips' injury. Tom Phillips is not the first person who Stephanie McMahon has slapped as part of a storyline. Phillips went on to confirm that McMahon made legitimate contact with the repeated slaps. He also clarified that WWE's chief brand officer is a wonderful person in real life. "That was full contact," he added. "Stephanie is a wonderful human being. I have had nothing but great interactions with her, but if you ask anybody that's taken the Stephanie McMahon slap, she means it. And that's a good thing, because it's live, it better not look improvised." In the same interview, Tom Phillips admitted he was surprised to receive his release from WWE after 9 years with the company. He also gave his opinion on Adnan Virk lasting just 43 days as his replacement. Booker T has opined that Braun Strowman could have been released due to the huge contract that he had in WWE. On the latest Hall of Fame podcast, Booker T, along with co-host Brad Gilmore, discussed the latest WWE releases. Gilmore revealed that he was shocked when he saw Strowman's name on the releases list. Booker T said he too was surprised to see the monster among men being let go by WWE. "Yeah, it definitely made me go, wow, Braun Strowman. And then I started looking at it from a business perspective, if it is true, the rumors out there saying Braun Strowman had a huge contract and he was making a lot of money. When doing budget cuts, that's the one thing you're going to be thinking of. Who do we really need? Who's the guy we really need here to keep this thing running?" said Booker T. Booker T also explained the possible reason why WWE might have had trouble booking Strowman properly, and, take nothing away from Braun Strowman, Booker T added. "He was an enigma. He was the guy, somewhat of a throwback to the guys that did it much before him. Look at Braun Strowman, even being the enigma that he was, it was kind of hard to match Braun Strowman up with more than 2 to 3 guys on the roster." Booker T explained that pro wrestling has changed, with companies preferring smaller, more athletic wrestlers to the bigger stars, like Braun Strowman. The release of Braun Strowman by WWE has shocked many fans, because he was being prominently used on Raw. The monster among men was in a world title match last month at WrestleMania Backlash, where he faced Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Strowman also held the Universal Championship last year, which he eventually lost to The Fiend. Strowman leaves WWE with a pretty impressive resume. Apart from the Universal Championship, he also held the Intercontinental and Raw Tag Team Championship. The monster among men also won Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, the Greatest Royal Rumble, and the Money in the Bank during his stint in WWE.